Hey, what up dudes? This is unusual, trying not to get weirded out, but we're indoors because it's 10 PM and I haven't filmed my video yet today. So, you guys know that I've been selling these crystals for a while, and it takes time to make them. I handcraft them all myself, like I string them together and stuff, and some of them I have to wire up, so it takes time, and I'm trying to post a video every day, so it's like, I try to spend as much time as I can making those, and then you get a video out, and sometimes I just can't, I kind of break down like today. And it was raining, so I didn't get to film a video outside today. But anyway, that doesn't matter, because I came up with this topic this morning, and it's something I wanted to talk about, like Christmas time. At Christmas time, I was in California, I was homeless, and I couldn't do it. I didn't have the resources to make the video at the time, but now I do. So, do you like my chair? So this video is about tradition. You've seen the title. This video is about tradition and why I don't like it. But yeah, how are you guys today? How are you all doing? Are you all alive? I hope none of you died overnight. Oh, by the way, the reaction to my video yesterday, it was mixed. You guys kind of liked it and some of you hated it, so I'm going to try not to make any funny videos anymore. From now on, I'm going to be dead serious and not offensive to anyone. This is the definition of it. Tradition. Handing down of statements, beliefs, legends, customs, information, etc. from generation to generation. Something that is handed down. A long-established or inherited way of thinking or acting. So the third one there, that's the one we're going to hold on to for this video. So, a long-established or inherited way of thinking or acting. We all have traditions in our families, in our culture, in our communities. We just kind of do stuff. It's mainly holidays, but there's a lot of stuff that we do that none of us really know why we do it. We kind of just been brought up doing it all the time. It's kind of just a part of our lives. We don't really know. It's a long-established or inherited way of thinking or acting. The way we think is literally the definition. So, first thing I wanted to start off with, the reason I wanted to make this video a long time ago, well, a couple months ago, was because of Christmas trees. I've always kind of had Christmas a part of my life. I live in a Christian country, so it's something that everyone kind of partakes in. For years, it didn't bother me. I didn't really question it. It was cool that as a kid I was getting free stuff, right? And then towards the age of like 16, 17, I started thinking like, why is it that we're cutting down a tree and then putting it in our home just to watch it decay and die? What purpose does it serve? But at the time it didn't really bother me. I didn't really think about it too much. And then I moved into my own place, and then I never bought a Christmas tree myself. So I was like, okay, I'm not willing to put the money into this tradition. So then I started thinking about it more, and now I'm 24 and it really bothers me. So this year I was in LA. LA is a very weird place. It's a weird place to celebrate Christmas. So after Christmas is over, pretty much the day after Christmas, there are Christmas trees all down the back alleys and on the streets and in parks. People just throw them out, which I know that's what people have to do. But then I was thinking, like, there are so many people that are a part of this tradition of buying a tree and leaving it in your home and then getting rid of it after Christmas. For what? Why are we doing it? And it just made me sad. Also, a few weeks before Christmas, leading up to it, I was in Oregon, and I would see like just trucks drive past with Christmas trees on top of their roofs. So they were going to the forest and just cutting them down themselves. Like, that just bothered me. Like, traditions only bother me if something or someone is getting killed or hurt, because there's no reason we should be doing it. Anyone in the comments now, do you know why it is we cut down trees? And why do so many people do it? And because of the materialistic side to Christmas, that's the reason I don't celebrate it anymore. And I haven't really for years. I don't think I've ever really bought people stuff, because the whole hype around Christmas is built up by retailers. Like, for months, they'll just be like, buy stuff, buy stuff, buy stuff. You've got to give people gifts. And it's the time of year to buy stuff. For some reason, people think that everyone has all the money in the world in December, and they should waste it. I've never really taken part in that, because it's dumb. People don't really buy stuff that they need. No one buys stuff that they need for Christmas. Like, it bothers me that trees have to die for a tradition that no one understands. No one understands why we do it. No one knows why we do it. People just do it. Does that not seem weird? Do you kind of see where I'm going with this video now? Circumcisions is another one that really bothers me, because American boys are circumcised at birth. Pretty much all of them. And for no reason. It's not a religious thing, it's apparently a health thing. Why is circumcision so popular in America? Circumcision is so popular in America because they think it's a medical thing. They think that it reduces the risk of HIV transmission, HPV. So they think it prevents STDs. I don't understand how a piece of skin would prevent an STD. Like, if you're gonna get one, you're gonna get one. The thing is, families and parents, they're taking their kids to be circumcised. Like, these people aren't adults. It's not their decision, it's their parents' decision, and I don't think that's fair. Like, what kind of child is gonna catch an STD anyway? So it doesn't make sense to circumcise a baby. You're just putting it through unnecessary trauma. You're cutting off a piece of skin that does not grow back. You're mutilating your child to reduce risk of infection. Doesn't make sense. It's not fair to do that to a child. There's other things like baptizing a child or like christening a child. That's kind of weird, like, but it's not affecting the kid in any way, really. Going back to the male circumcisions, that's tradition. That's American tradition. Luckily, that doesn't happen here in the UK. I'm sure a lot of American boys that are watching this are circumcised. You can ask your parents, like, why did they do it? What was their reason behind it? Right? It's just not fair. Like, they cut off a piece of you without your permission. It's really messed up and somehow illegal. Other holidays like Halloween and Easter, they're kind of weird, but again, I guess it's just a bit of fun. It doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't make sense. I don't celebrate them myself, but just a bit of fun. Here's one that does affect a lot of people though. So Thanksgiving. This is an American thing again. It doesn't make any sense. Do people even know why they celebrate it? Because the real reason behind Thanksgiving is British people went over to America. They started to fight the locals. They started to fight the tribes that were already there. They just butchered them all. And every time they butchered a tribe, they would celebrate it by having a feast. You can Google this. This is all history. This is all real stuff. This is the reason people are celebrating, and I don't know why they're still celebrating it. That's just really, really wrong. That's like celebrating what Hitler did once a year. If you're American and you partake in it, what are you doing? Like, look at what you're really celebrating here. You're celebrating murder. You're celebrating the Pilgrims killing all the Indians, basically. Some of the stuff I read here was like, they would like kick Indians' heads around the streets like footballs. Men and women would just be burnt alive, and others would be taken back as slaves. There was a bounty for Indian scalps. One of the Indian chiefs' heads was cut off and stuck on a spike and was left there for 24 years. The killings became more and more frenzied, with days of Thanksgiving feast being held after each successful massacre. So every time they massacred a tribe while they were taking their land, they would have a feast, celebrate it. I think one of the presidents laid down the line was like, okay, we'll do this once a year, we'll celebrate the murder. And it still happens today. Why? Like, the only way we can stop traditions like this is if we stop partaking in it. I mean, if we start educating people what it really is they're celebrating. I understand a lot of people watching this don't care, and that's okay. I just want people to know the truth behind it and what you're actually doing. Luckily, I'm not American. I've never had to celebrate it. And it bothers me still because it's tradition to kill turkeys. You hunt, you kill turkeys, you eat turkey. Why? Why are you killing animals, first of all? That's just the vegan side of me. Okay, we'll keep the video short. That's all I wanted to say. Look at the traditions that you're celebrating. Think why you're actually doing it. Question your parents. Why is it that your family does it, if your family celebrates it or does any of these things? I'm sure there's people out there that don't do any of these things. I'm sure there's people watching that don't celebrate Christmas, so they don't contribute to killing all these trees. I'm sure there's people that don't eat turkey. I'm sure there's a bunch of vegans watching. But if anybody does contribute to these traditions, the only way you can stop them is if you stop celebrating them. And if you educate people around you, your family, tell them what's really going on, because it's pretty satanic. It's messed up what's going on. Sorry, this video is a bit of a downer. It's just something I wanted to get off my chest so I can stop thinking about it. That's generally the case for most of my videos, is if I talk about it, then I can stop thinking about it. So thanks for listening. If you watched to the end, give the video a like if you want, share it with someone who celebrates these things and is completely oblivious to why they're celebrating it. There's 3 words that I really can't stand, and that's tradition, culture, and community. Those 3 words, they're just the words people use that are completely blind, people that aren't seeing the truth. Don't contribute to these horrible things. Celebrate the beauty of life and not death, sports, and the murder of trees. And stop cutting babies' penises. Like, stop doing that. Alright, subscribe. I post a new video every single day. Thanks to the guys on YouNow that helped me make this video. I'm gonna edit this now and hopefully get it before midnight.